What's going on, everybody? So, Stranger Vision has recently released a new single. This one's called Wasteland, and it features none other than Hansi Kursch of Blind Guardian. That is just super duper exciting. If you all saw my reaction to Stranger Vision's other single that they released, Desolate Sea, y'all know how much I enjoyed that. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. They got their album coming out November 4th, I believe it is. So really right around the corner. But I've been really, really anxious to give this one a listen. So let's go ahead and check it out, shall we? Rangers, go. You know, I know I'm not the only one, but I wish I had like a mirror that that Hansi Kursch could be in and just sing to me throughout the day. It's like, what's up, Hansi? Sing me something. That'd be tight. Who needs that? The mirror on the wall. If you got Hansi Kirsch in a mirror. Anywho, yeah, two things. This band, uh, first of all, the guitarist, he knows how to write a killer solo. That's for darn sure. I mean, this dude always just kills it when it comes to solo time. And two, this band just knows how to do a great bridge. I mean, every single time, I feel like even in Desolate Sea, the bridge just gets me like extra hype. And then so the chorus and whatnot that follows, I feel like I'm even more into. It just like rejuvenates the song. Um, in this song in particular, I feel like it had a good melody. It had a good guitar riffs and all of that stuff. And I really liked the way that they utilized Hansi Kirsch and the lead vocalist here. They kind of had a back and forth going, and there were times where you could kind of hear them both together, and it sounded really good. So they definitely utilized that very well. Um, but at the end of the day, I feel like you know. It felt like it was just missing a little something, to take it above kind of like a standard kind of sounding heavy power metal song. Because I mean, it had a good melody and stuff, but it's like I felt like the song itself was just like begging for a little bit more in there just to really rise above because even though they had Hansi in there as a guest vocalist, nothing really struck me as, standout qualities. Like it's definitely solid. It's well done. I don't want y'all to get the wrong impression of what I'm saying, but it just, I feel like it played a little safe here. But again, with the bridge, with the guitar solo, and then the keys and all that kind of stuff, it really it kind of gave it that extra spark. So then when it went back into the chorus and stuff, it just felt more epic. And like I said, it just kind of rejuvenated the song and kind of gave it that little something extra. And what I was thinking is, maybe the song could have used a little bit more of those keys throughout the whole song because when those keys came in the bridge, it really had a nice like fantasy kind of whimsical sound, magical sound to it, which kind of gave the song a new persona that it didn't really have before. Even though they had Hansi like in the mirror and stuff like that, and I feel like the song could have used a little bit more of that whimsy all throughout, just to add a little extra flavor to it, just to add a little extra something in there. I really think that would have been uh, beneficial, just in my humble opinion. So, yeah, aside from that, though, hey, it's a really solid song from beginning to end. But yeah, the bridge just really kind of uh, proved to me anyway that more of those keys kind of throughout, just adding a little bit of an extra, magical flair uh, in the background would have kind of just created a little bit more of a unique kind of sounding song. Just would have given it a little bit more of a personality. Because I feel like it's there. You can kind of hear it even just the way that the song is. There's like magical like undertones and stuff like that. So to me, it just is begging for a little bit more of that keyboard to really kind of bring that magical quality, to the forefront, kind of like how it did in the bridge. But yeah, so that's really all I have to say because vocals were solid, the drum work was fantastic. The musicianship is top notch here. That guitarist, like I said, he does not waste a solo opportunity. That's for sure. He makes sure it's a good one. But yeah, I'm looking really forward to this album November 4th because this band just has a really good sound, and I just really like their vibe, their style. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this one here. Are you looking forward to this album coming out? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Ranger out.